So once you got that all taken apart, the Y screw, lead screw, just slides right out. And of course there's another bearing that mounts on the back side. It's the exact same size and type. It reads 1 5/1000. I'm not really a bearing expert, so they look like they're in pretty good shape to me, so I'm not even gonna worry about replacing them. One of them's a little bit nicked up, so I don't know, I might look into that. So let's take a close look at the Y screw. That's the end. There's the shear pin that I was talking about. And of course this is where that coupling sleeve that I was telling you about before engages. And it looks like this is just a single thread. I can't remember the technical term for that, but you know, you can have multiple threads on a high-speed lead screw, but this is just one. This is just one thread, and it's 7/8, 8 threads per inch. Like I said, uncommon. And you can see, you know, here that's what it's supposed to look like. It's not worn right there. Here towards the center, you can see it's pretty sharp. Totally, the threads are totally worn right in the center here, as you would expect, and they're pretty worn actually on this end as well. And then I'll show you the rest of it. It's one piece. You know, this isn't actually pressed in or anything like that. It's turned out of a solid piece. There's a small shoulder here, and then these threads, and then of course your hand wheel square end there. So I think that looking at this, I'm thinking that there's a couple options. One, I could simply replace, just take a new length of, here I'm gonna adjust this a bit. I could take a new length of precision Acme thread. I know they sell it in like 3-foot chunks. Of course, I haven't been able to find 7/8, 8 threads per inch. I can find 7/8, 6. That seems the common size. So I think before I would go 7/8, 6, I would go 3/4, 8, so that I kept the thread pitch for the same number of turns, the same number of inches per turn, I guess is how you would describe that, or turns per inch. Yeah, I guess it would work either way, but I think that turns per inch, TPI, is also another term, technical term that's used, and it's sometimes confused with threads per inch. So anyways, yeah, I could buy a 3/4, 6, just turn this, cut this completely off to here, and then turn this down, basically drill it and bore it back a little bit, and so that I'd have a recessed hole in here. Then take the precision Acme thread, which would be smaller anyways, 3/4, and turn it down at the very end to mate with this hole, and then somehow lock it in there. I don't know, with a piece of a key or something like that. And then turn it down on this end. That would be pretty simple, and this isn't really critical either. All you got to do is just turn it down and punch a hole through the very end, so that it mates with that coupling. Yeah, and so I think that's one option. Or you could just take, you know, a new, just turn a new one, which, you know, a lot of us have that capability. I might also do that. That would actually be more involved than I've ever done, more involved project than I've ever done on the lathe. My lathe actually isn't really working very well at the moment. It's kind of taken apart, unfortunately. So I might, I don't know. I'll have to see what I can figure out. I do like the idea of turning a new one entirely because I would love to extend the hand wheel out a little ways to get it further away from the knee. And this, like I said, is bent. I think the machine was banged against something when it was being moved, or I don't know what happened. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at to replace the Y screw. Let me know if you got any ideas, and if you're gonna CNC turn one or something like that, let me know so I can get you to make me one as well, because it looks like 7/8 is not going to be easy to find. So that's that. Let me show you the back side of this as well. You can see that there's little spot for the bearings there, and the locating dowel pins I told you about. You can also probably see the oil slot in there. I think my handle is supposed to pop in and out, but it doesn't. It's stuck, so I'm gonna have to work on that. Otherwise, yeah, that's you know, pretty simple replacement. Took me like 5 minutes to pull it off the machine, maybe 10. The X-axis screw is, if I'm going to be doing this, I would do the X-axis screw as well, obviously, because they're both worn, and it wouldn't make sense to do one and not the other if you're gonna, for the sake of completeness. Yeah, let me just pop this off the tripod and walk you over here to the machine. This is the, okay, that's the, let's focus here. That's the end of the feed shaft there. It's a bit grooved, but like I said, it doesn't really matter. And here we can see the, let me zoom in and focus. We can see the Acme nut under the table, and you can see right there is one cap screw that goes up into the table. I believe there's at least one more behind it, so this could be replaced with one of those platform style Acme nuts pretty easily. Just either I believe they usually have two shoulders. You know, this just has one. You could probably even use one with two shoulders. I'm not sure. I'll have to pull the table off to figure that out. I think I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get it off with the table still on, but I'll give it a whirl. Yeah, we can see if we can get another angle there. And this is the front of the machine. That part that I showed you mates to, of course, the locating dowel pins. Some cool INSP, I guess, inspected stamps, and number 5 ampersand. I love to know, what all this means, and would have loved to have been around when this thing was built. And I don't know, it's a lot of history in this machine. So that's that. You can see I got the table pushed all the way back. And the X-axis screw should be next.